Hey, what's happening everybody? Welcome to another video with Suno. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about this overgarment and how to transform this into a corset pattern, man. So what you need for this exercise is just an overgarment, a front and a back, and some fresh paper. So we're going to grab an overgarment pattern, grab some paper, and we're going to trace this. And I've already gone ahead and traced these blocks. So here's my back, and here's my front. And I've got a bunch of other additional stuff which I'll talk to you guys about right now. So after you've traced these blocks together on the side seam, you see my side seams are together there. You've traced them, you remove these blocks, so now you have the back on one side and you have the front on the other side. And you can see I have a little dot over that side, and I have two additional lines, which is the armhole, AH for armhole, and then we have the WL for waistline, the back and the front, and of course two lines just to indicate that that's where the side seam meets. That's all that those two lines means. Here we have a dot. How to get the dot? The most important thing is most of the dots on the front for standard measurements is 7 centimeters. And what you need to do to get that 7 centimeters, or at least to construct a dot, let's get a middle line over here. To construct a dot, after you've traced your block, you want to then measure, get this line first. This is your armhole line. Once you square that line from the side seam, you place your ruler on them in the middle here and square line straight up. And then you split that line into two halves, which will get 3.5 centimeters on one side and 3.5 on the other side, and make a dot, and then connect those points all the way to the bus point. Yeah. But you might ask, hey, how do I even know where the bus point is, man? So how to get the bus point? The bus point is usually in the middle of this half. Remember, we are doing one half of the body and the other half of the body, right? So this point is actually in the middle of this half of the block. So how to get the half even? Take your ruler, place it on your armhole. You see where the curve of the armhole is? The edge of the ruler needs to be touching that curved line over there, like that. And then once you have your ruler placed like that, you measure from this point all the way to the center front or the center back. And the measurement over there, you split into two. And that measurement of the one half is the middle point. So that middle point measurement, you now can then do a point right on this line. So that's how I got my bus point, which is this point. And then from there, I just drew up those lines like I explained earlier. And that's how you're gonna get the dot. Cool. Once you have the dot, now we can move on to the next dots. Yeah, it's actually a bunch of dots. So for this one, I'm going to be talking out of the book, and I'll have the book over here, page 33 in the metric pattern cutting book. You can also pause the video if you want to take down these measurements. So here we have a front and a back. We're not going to look at the other one, we're just talking about the left side. Here we have front and the back, and we have at the bottom here 4.5 centimeters. We're going to take 4 centimeters from there. And over here on the side seam we have 2.5. We're going to take 2 centimeters. On the back we have 1.5. We're going to take 1 centimeter. On the back dot we have 3.5, and we're going to make ours 3 centimeters. Pause the video, take down those notes, and continue. There we go. So now we said we're going to have 4 centimeters on the front. We're going to write 4 there. Then we said on the side seam here we're going to have 2 centimeters of the front, and of the back we're going to have 1 centimeter, and then of the back dot we have 3 centimeters. Cool. So now having those measurements, now we actually have to draw those dots like you've seen in that previous post or picture. So because we already have that point, what we actually need to do, dudes and dudettes, we actually have to trace those lines all the way to the bottom. And that's what we're going to be doing right about now. So placing your ruler square on the line there, and you can maybe just make a line all the way down. There we go. And because we know that to get the middle of this block, we get the distance over here and we divide it by 2, and that half gives us the middle, right? So we use the same formula and apply it to the back. So we grab our ruler again, we get the back, there we go, 1 to 3.5, and that is over here of my back. Then I'm gonna square all the way across from the bottom to the top, just about till there. Yeah, you don't need to go all the way up. And there we go, and now we can actually build our dots. Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the front first and work our way towards the back. We need to make this line or this dot on the waistline here 4 centimeters. We're gonna measure from this point here. This is our waistline. We're gonna measure 2 centimeters to the center front, make a point, 2 centimeters to the side seam, make a point, and then we're gonna connect those points towards the bust point over here. Just like that. And then, because he has no measurement, we're just gonna go all the way straight to intersect, or at least to connect to that line. And there we go, and there's the front almost done. Now we're gonna do the side seam, and this measurement, remember those measurements must be on the waistline. So 2 on the waistline like we did here. We're gonna measure inward to the front, inward 2 centimeters, make another dot there, and then we connect that point all the way to the underarm line, and then that point all the way to the side seam here. Straight lines for now. We're gonna curve it later. And there we go. The front is almost 95% done. So that's the front. Now we're gonna move over to the back. And this measurement of the back here, we need to go inward 1 centimeter. We're gonna mark, there we go. And then we're gonna connect that point all the way to the underarm of the back. Straight lines, and connect that point to the hemline. There we go. And then now we're going to do the middle dot of the back, and we need to make it 3 centimeters. So again, that's on the waistline here. So we got to split that line into 2. So we're going to go 1.5 centimeters on one side, which is there, and 1.5 centimeters on the other side, which is over there. And then we're going to square those lines, or draw a straight line touching the armhole line. There we go. And then we're going to go to 0 over here on the hemline. But difficult working with these rulers. It's sort of, you know, it's like 3-dimensional, man. When you watch this edge here, it's sort of it's just crazy. I need a better ruler. But yeah, there we go. The back is done with the dot, and we're gonna continue now shaping these things. So we have the dots in place, and now all that we now need is just to shape how we want our corset to be, because now we already adapted the block, the overgarment block, to be suitable for the corset. We have the shape over here, but now we don't have the design of the block of the corset, and we're gonna stick to an easy design for this exercise. You guys can go ahead and go crazy with that, but that's going to be in the next video. So this video was just to show you guys how to transform or how to shape your overgarment block so it's ready for us to prepare it, or at least to freestyle a corset design. So stay tuned to the next video, guys. I will drop that after this, and I'll keep you guys glued on that video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.